Hi everyone, myself Dr. Jason Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Kalinga Karnal Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Today we are going to see about an intelligence agent in artificial intelligence. So let us see the definition of the artificial agents in artificial intelligence. So what is an agent? An agent is anything that can be viewed as an perspective its environment through the sensor and acts upon the environment through the actuators. An agent is an entity that perceives that the environment uses sensor, acts upon the environments using the actuators. Operators is continuous a cycle like perceive, think, act. So what is this meaning of this agent is we have to do like in this format. So what is happening in the environment? If any problems occurs in the environment, that problem is sent to the sensor with the help of prospects. The sensor will get the data in the form of an what is going on in the environment, what is the problem is occurring in the environment. Everything is checked with the help of the agent. The problem will be solved, and with the help of the actuators, the action is taken in the environment. So this will be in the form of cycle. So we have to go for like this kind of an perceive, think, act. So this is a cycle of an agent. What are the types of an agents? Then humans agent has an eye. For example, how the agent is working on the human, like an we have the eyes, ears. So we have the eyes, ears, and other organs for the sensor, and hands, legs, track, and so on for the actuators. The robotic agents might be having cameras, infrared range finders for the sensor, and various motors for actuators. The software agents receive the keystrokes, file content, and network packets as a sensor input, acts upon the environment by displaying on the screen, writing files, and sending the network's packets. So these are some examples and types of an agents which we have in the real time. The perspective refers the agent's perspectives inputs at any given instance. So these are the types of an agents. How the agent should act. The rational agent is one of the best thing right thing. The right action is one that will be cause the agent will be more successful. The problem of the dedicating how and when the evaluate the success. The term performance measures for the how the criteria that determines how the successful an agent is needed not to fix a measure and it's suitable for all the agents. The agents for the subjective options of how apply it is and with its own performance. But some of the agents could be unable to access and others could be delectable themselves. The performance measures imposed by some of the authority we as an outside observers establish the standard of the what it means and be successful in the environment and it measures the performance of an agent. This is what how the agent should act. So these are the characteristics and application of intelligent agents. We have the situationist, anonymity, adaptivity, and sociability. So what is a situationist? The agent receives a sum of some form of an sensory inputs from its environments and it performs some of the actions that changes in the environment in some way. Anatomy and an agent is able to act upon direct interventions from the humans or the other agents. This type of an agent has an almost complete control over its own actions and internal state activity. It is capable of reacting flexibly to change within its environments. It is able to accept a goal directed initiative with appropriate and it is also an learning from the own experience environments and interactions with others. Sociability, the several traits or an ability with exits with many people think of when they are discussing about the intelligent agents. These are the some of the characteristics and application of an intelligent agents. So we have two types of an characteristics. One is an internal characteristics and an external characteristics. What is an internal characteristics? We have the learning reasonings that is a learn from the previous experience and successfully adapted in its own behavior to the environment. Reactive, so reacting for the information from its environments. Autonomous control over its actions and internal state. What is the goal-oriented way? Define the goals and gradually infuses its environment and so achieve its goal. So these are some internal characteristics of the agent. We have the external characteristics. So what are the external characteristics? We have the communications, characteristics, and mobility and characteristics. So these are the different types of an external characteristics. There are four aspects that need to taken in the considerations when the design to an intelligent agents. One is in prospects, object, actions, goal, and environment. So these are the some diagrams we have seen in this structure. Let us see again. Yeah, this is the structures. We have some sensors and we have some actuators. We have actions and prospect. So what does this means? We are saying this one as an input and this is one we are calling as output. So with the help of this two content, we are making a agent working successfully. So let us see some of this functions we have. Agent functions and agent behaves is described by the agent function that maps by the given the prospect sequence to an action. For example, we have to take in for the prospect is, so we have the multiple states. We have the multiple state, right, and that we are taking the action here. So this is an example. We have one vacuum cleaner. That vacuum cleaner had to clean the dust here. So first we had to check a whether it is clean or not. If it is clean, we had to go for the right side. If it is dirty, we had to suck the dust and we had to go to the right side. If a is clean, we had to lift and we had to go back here. Okay, likewise we had to go back to check whether the area is clean or not, right? This is the some of the examples for the agent function. So the task environment we must think about the environments which are essential that problems to which rational agents are solutions. The specific task environments, the rationally of the simple vacuum cleaners agents that specify of the performance measures, environments, and the agents activities and sensors. We have some of the peak like an PEAS, that is performance, environments, activities, and sensor. We are going to see about some of the examples for this PEAS. For example, we have the taxi drivers. What is the performance measure of the taxi drivers? Whether he is safe or faster or legal comfort zones. Everything we have to confirm as a performance measures. What is the environment for the taxi drivers? We have some roads, other traffic, and we have to check all this kind of end for the environment. What are the actuators? Steerings, accelerators, brakes, signals, horn, display. These are some actuators. What is the sensor for the taxi drivers? We have the cameras, sonar, speedometers, GPS, odometers, accelerators, engine sensors. So these are some. We have different types of example for the PES. One is in medical diagnosis, satellite images, park picking robot, refinance control, and tracking. So here we can see the performance environment actuator sensors. Some of the properties of the task environments we have this type. We have to discuss about this finally observable and partially observable, deterministic and stochastic, episodic and sequential, statics are dynamics, and discrete are continuous, and single and agents and multi agents. So let us see about some important types of an agents like an we have different types of agents like in simple reflex agents, multi-based reflex agents, learning agents, goal-based agents, and utility-based agents. Okay. So in artificial intelligence, an agent is a computer programs or a systems that designs for the to the prospects in the environments, making the decisions and take the action to achieve the specific goals or set of the goals. So these are the simple reflex agents we are going to see in next slide. So what is an agent right now? It is a computer programs or in systems that is designed to prescribe its environment, prescribe to its environment, make the decision and take the action to achieve the specific goals. Specific goals are set of goals, right? So let us go and check the types of an agents are in A. So what is the structure of an agents? We have the agent structures can be viewed as architecture and this agent program. What is the architecture? It's the machinery that agent execution of sensor plus activators, sensor plus and activators, and agent programs and implementations of agent functions. What is an agent programs? Is a function. So agent perhaps is a function that implements the agent mapping from the prospects to the actions. The input current prospects output is return an action to the activators. There exists a varieties of basics agent program designed the reflecting the kind of an informations made the implicit and used in the decision process. So what is an agent programs? The agent perhaps is the functions that implement on the agent mapping or in the respect to the actions. Okay, like the current prospect, the output is a return, the input is an current prospect and output is an return. So the return an action to the activators, right? So this is the structure of an agent. So this is very important. Agents equal to agent architecture plus agent program. So we are going to design some on important capability of an agent. The appropriate design of agents program depends upon the nature of the environment. The architecture of computing is device. Architecture of the computing device used to run the agent programs to perform the mapping task. There are five types of an agents. Their programs are there. Already we have discussed about simple reflex agents, model-based reflex agents, goal-based agents, utility-based agent, and learning agents. Right? What is reflex agent? We are here. We suppose if a problem is occur in the environment, I have to send the data to the agent with the help of prospect. Okay, so this is an input. Okay, this is an input for the prospect is an input for the agents. So what agent will do? What the well is like now? It will ask one questions to this from the data. What is in this data? The what action I should do now? So with the help of in condition actions, I can take the solutions and I have to solve the problems. If for example in a room I have to switch on the light on when the person is entering into the room, I have to identify the person is coming or not. Okay, so first that is an input to the sensors whether the person is coming or not. When the person is entering in the group, I have to identify the persons. I have to switch on the system. So here you have to see the conditions. The person is present or not. With the help of the conditions, I will take the actions here. So that is the action is we are calling as an output in the environment, right? This one we are calling a simple reflex agents. So if the condition is true, action is taken. Else, the action is not taken in the simple reflex agents. Next, we are going to see about this problem faced in this simple reflex agents. Very limited intelligence, no knowledge about the non-perceptual part of the state, operating in the partial observable state environments, the infinitive loops of unavoidables. Next, we are going to see about the model reflex agents. It works fine on the root whose condition matches the current situations. So here I am going to create a model. From the model only that environment should be act. Okay. So here what has happened? It is working on the partial observable environment. The updating the status records the information about how the world is evolves independently from the agents and the how the agent action affects the world. So this is the model-based reflex agents. Here you can see the diagram of the model-based. Here, what has happened here is the problems are occurring. I have to send the data to the sensors. Now I have to ask the questions what the world is like now. Here the state had to check. Okay, the help of the state, how the world is evolves, what my action is do. So here I have to check the model of the my status. Okay, of the human beings. If it is solved, I have to what action I should do now. With the help of a conditions rule, I have to take the actions in the environment. This one we are calling as model based reflection agents. Next, we are going to see about the goal based agents. Now, what is the goal focus only on the reaching the goal set, and hence the decision took by the agent is based on how far it is likened currently from the goal or desired state. So now I have set on model. I had to check the model is reached the goal state or not. With the help of the goal based agents, I can check whether the goal is reached or not. There, every action is intent to the minimizing their distance from the goal. This agent is more flexible, and agent develops its own decisions, making the skill by choosing the right from the various options available. So this is a goal-based agent. You can see that how the world is like now, and what it will be like if I do the actions. So here I have to check my the goal whether I have to reach my goal or not. So based upon that, I had to check what action I should do right now, whether from the goal, whether how much I have reached. Okay, so how much I have reached and what I had to do with the help of this goal-based agents, right? So this action is done with the help of this diagram, right? Next, utility-based agents. These agents are similar to goal-based agents, but provide an extra components to utility measures. So I have model, and next I have model. I have goal. Okay, I have goal. Right. So what is the utility measure is? so how much cost I have taken for this to reach my goal. Okay. How whether the human is satisfied or not, which makes themselves different by providing a measure of success at the given stage. Utility-based questions act based on only on the goal, but also the best way to achieve the goal. The utility-based agents is useful when there are multiple possible alternatives and an agent hasn't chosen in order to perform the best actions. So this one we are calling as utility-based agents. So where it is available, you can see that the word is like now. What will be the like if I do the actions? How happy I will be in such a day. So here the human will have to satisfy. That is we are calling as a utility-based agents. What action I should do right now? So everything is like a goal-based agent, but here I have to check the utility of this state of the actions, whether it is happy or not. Okay. The utility function maps each state to real numbers to check how the efficiently each action achieves a goal. So this one we are calling as utility-based agents. Last one we are going to say about the learning agents. Very important learning agents. It can learn from its past experience and its learning capabilities. It start to act upon the basics knowledge and then able to act on the adapt it automatically through the learning. And learning agents has a mainly four conceptions components which are the learning elements. We have different types of learning elements. Critic. So here you can see that learning. Okay, you can see here. So the environment has some problems. I have to send the data to the sensors. Here I have to check the performance standards. What is the performance standard? Is make the decision, takes action in the environment. So here we have the critic. The critics is provide the feedback, the rewards, or an error to help the learning elements to improve it. So with the help of these two components, I am giving with the help of the feedback, I have to give to the learning element. The learning elements will improve the agent's performance based on the feedback from the environment. So it had to check all the data, for all the feedbacks whether it is improved or not. From that, I have to check the learning goals. Here I'm using as problem generators, which is used for where the knowledge is given whether it is useful to the environment or not. Right ways it will be taken. Okay. So problem generator is then suggestions with exploratory actions to improve the learning explorations and exploitations which is given in the problem generators. Okay. So here the critic learning takes the feedback from the critics, which describes that how well the agent is doing the prospects to fix the performance standard. And performance elements, it is responsible for selecting the external actions. Problem generators, the component is possible for suggestions, actions that will be lead to a new and informative experience. Hence, the learning agents are able to learn, analyze performance, and look a new way to improve the performance. So this one we are calling as learning agents. So from this we can understand how the agent is working on the in the environment, how it is solve the problems. Okay. So this part we are calling as an AI, intelligence agent in AI. Thanks for listening and subscribe my channel. Thank you.